What is going on, everybody? So, welcome to another Phillies Live play-by-play. This time, we're away in Cincinnati, Ohio, to take on the most abysmal team in the NL Central. That's not including the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is the Cincinnati Reds, who, let's be real, for a team that was projected to lose over 100 games, which it may seem or may not seem that way. But before we get into it, if you guys are new, definitely smash the like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And yeah, let's go, Phils. Hopefully, try to get back on track after dropping the series against the Mets. Well, let's get up to the what's good, Adrian. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. And hopefully, if my screen can show, that would be great. Hang on a second. What is going on today? All right. So you got Bryson Stott leading off, Rhys Hoskins second, Alec Boehm third, JT Realmuto fourth. The most disappointing player in this Phillies lineup, Nick Castellanos hitting fifth, Gene Segura sixth, Amunda Sosa hitting seventh, Brandon Marsh eighth, and Matt Vierling rounding up the ninth spot. And you got Noah Syndergaard now on the bump for the Phils to take on Mike Minor, who, as I said, for the Reds in the starts are 1-11. And the first pitch to Stott is in there at 90 miles an hour for strike one. So no balls and a strike to Stott. And we are officially underway here in Cincinnati. Yeah, trust me, I saw that. What up, USC Panther Sports? And the 0-1 pitch. That's off the end of the bat. That's going to flare in for a base hit. So that's going to be the first hit for the Phils off the bat of Bryson Stott. I mean, you really think about it because Stott's really embracing that leadoff role. So Mike Minor making his 13th start of the year, a 1-9 record, 62 innings pitched, a ERA of 6.24 with 54 strikeouts to 28 walks. Oh yeah, absolutely. It is pretty abysmal and it's funny. Now we got Rhys Hoskins after Stott reaches on the leadoff single. And the first pitch, that's get by the catcher. That's going to be a wild pitch. So Stott moves into scoring position. Yeah, just the edge of the grass. So we got one ball, no strikes on Rhys Hoskins. And we get time called here because it looked like Minor's having some receiver issues. Shout out to the two people that's in here, though. Greatly appreciate it.
Receiver issues in New York because it was so loud at the stadium. 1 ball, no strikes to Rhys with a runner at second base.
And the 1-0 pitch. That's low for ball. Now 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Hoskins here in the top of the first, with Alec Boehm waiting on deck.
4 runs batted in to go along with his .249 batting average.
And the 2-0 pitch. That's swung and missed way outside for strike one. Don't know why Hoskins would decide to swing at that.
Looks like he told himself to swing no matter what.
And the 2-1 pitch. That misses inside. 3-1.
Alec Boehm waits on deck.
Nobody can at this point because the dude's a fucking joke. Well, unless you can say that to his defenders, which he very rarely has any. Counts out 3-1 on Hoskins and the pitch. That's in there right down the middle for strike two.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
63 wins, 51 losses for the Phillies. Minor is awfully deliberate. And now time is called.
And we got time called here before the 3-2 pitch.
Yesterday, no, yeah.
And the pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. Yeah, of course. Down goes Hoskins for strikeout number 1 for Mike Minor. Literally at a 92-mile-an-hour hitter. Shit, that's called. I feel that's a call. I really don't understand it though. That's the crazy part though. So now we got Alec Bohm without one out here in the top of the first. I mean, we're hearing that the hitter's ball. And so Great American Ballpark Springs. And the first pitch to Bohm, that's in the dirt for ball 1. I wouldn't be surprised because let's be real, who want to put up with that shit? Especially for a guy that doesn't want to work. You don't deserve to get paid. Now, I will say too, there will be labor laws in place that might say otherwise, but it counts 1 ball, no strikes to Alec Bohm. And the pitch. And that's going to be nice stop by the shortstop. So that's going to be a single for Alec Bohm. So runners are first and third with just 1 out here in the top of the first. Yeah, Barrera with a nice sliding stop because I would disagree in game 3, we could have just completely shit the bed. Games 1 and 2, we did play well against them. For some reason we can't. Game 3 was just What up, Steve? Appreciate it, man. And the first pitch. And that's it to right. Looks like Aquino will make the catch. And looks like that's going to be a fly out for out number 2. God damn. So now we got Nick Castellanos, the most disappointing player on this Phillies lineup. So far, 259, 10 homers, 54 RBIs for Nick Castellanos.
Nick has hit it 4 straight. He had 5 hits in the series against the Mets. Trying to drive home a run here to get the Phillies.
And the first pitch to Castellanos, swung and missed for strike 1. Dude's got to move up on the plate. That's my biggest nitpick because he's staying so far off the plate. It's like it's not working for him.
Reds have lost 9 straight starts by Mike Minor. They're 1-11 overall in his starts.
And the 0-1 pitch. That's popped foul. Like, dude, move up on the plate. Like, it's not that hard to. That's ridiculous.
49 doubles, 48 home runs. That OPS 893. So there were 10 guys that are gone from last year's team that were part of his clubhouse, he said. They're all the Seattle Reds now. They have bounced all over, but you're right. It's true, weaker.
And the 0-2 pitch. That skips in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Castellanos.
Piersky looks like he's going to have a very busy night behind the dish.
And the 1-2 pitch. That's going to. So it looks like Reynolds will make the catch. So out number 3. So the Phillies get 2 runners on and apparently still cannot fucking get a run in. Good Lord. Nick Castellanos is a fucking piece of work. It's a work. Sometimes. Yeah, bottom first we go, and the Phillies fail to capitalize on fucking scoring, so nothing changes. Shout out to the three, though. Greatly appreciate for those who are just coming in. All right.
Goes out to play catch. Nice round of
Shout out to the 7.
fans. That's because they wanted a baseball. And he finds somebody and tosses it. So let's look at the Reds lineup brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi only from Xfinity. Jake Fairley leads it off. He wasn't supposed to. Donovan Solano hits second.
So you got Jake Fairley. Whoa. And that's going to be line foul. Okay, so apparently... So a 6-8 record and a 18 start of the year. 390 the center field. And Marsh is going to stand right at the edge of the warning track for out number 1. Now I got Donovan Solano.
This guy just hits. He just hits and he hits the ball hard.
And the first pitch to Solano, that's on the inside corner. Call strike 1.
Is just a hair under 35%.
What's good, Salvador? What's good, Mike? What's good? Hopefully, because if fucking Castellanos knows how to hit the fucking ball. Jesus Christ. Counts a ball and a strike to Donovan Solano. Okay, so now I got to fix this.
Bryce Harper would be on that list once he's activated. Alec Bone's on that list as well. 3-12.
And the 1-1 pitch is fouled back. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Since the 7th of July. Syndergaard ready to go, and now the 1-2 pitch coming in.
And the 1-2 pitch. That's chopped foul. Or sorry, chopped on the ground to short. Stott has it for out number 2. All right, talk about Castellanos. The dude, like, the biggest nitpick I have of Castellanos is just like move up on the plate. Like he's saying so far, like okay. First of all, if you look at this, how my screen's set up, if the plate's like right in the middle, he's like outside the box. That's how far he is outside the box that Castellanos truly is. I thought Jonathan India was going to be in the lineup tonight. I guess not. And the first pitch, that's in there at 96. And the 0-1 pitch. That's hit to right. That's going to be off the top of the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Kyle Farmer. Yeah, dude just, I mean, look, he's already got a hitting streak going, but the dude still sucks. So that's good. That's the first hit for the Cincinnati Reds. So that's a 7-game hitting streak for Kyle Farmer. Mm.
Luckily for the Phillies, this ball stays in the yard. Looks like Marsh got a little too close to that batting, a little too close. And now Joey Votto.
And we got Joey Votto in the first pitch to Votto. And that's hit out to right for out number 3. So, despite that leadoff, that double, nothing comes in to score for the Reds. I will say, too, the fact that with the way that the Reds have been, I would not have been surprised if fucking Votto won it out from the Reds. Because let's be real, the Reds are just not that great. That's something that's really... because Votto is too good to be on a bad team like the Reds. And that's just kind of my kind of nitpick. But the way that the Reds, especially how the Reds started, with 3-18 record, the first 21 games of the year, like you would think some like Votto, like a longtime Red like Votto, like is like if you're going to have a team like just do not want to, basically in other words, just not want to help win, then I would have just asked out of my contract, out with the Reds. I'm sorry, I would rather have someone like Votto be on a competing team in somewhere. That's just kind of my thing on it. So at the top of the second we go. So now we got Segura, Sosa, and Brandon Marsh, the scheduled hitters for the Phillies, going to the top of the second against Mike Minor. All right, top of the second we go.
For a chance to win tickets to the 2022 regular season game of your choice. Restrictions apply. See rules and vote at MLB.com/bracket today.
And the first pitch to Segura misses up high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Gene Segura. And the 1-0 pitch. That's at the knees. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Segura. So Segura hitting 278, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. That misses up high. 2-2. Shit, I forgot. I completely even forgot about he played for the Phillies. Not gonna lie. And the 2-2 pitch misses outside. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Gene Segura. And here comes the 3-2 pitch from Minor. Segura to right center. And that's going to Moore Jr. will make the catch route number 1. I'm going to believe it. Oh. Yeah, the most infamous moment in Phillies history where that Aaron Roman breaks his nose at the edge of the warning track,
Rightfully so.
like in like the second year of.
Standing on that wall the next day. They were planning on doing it.
And the first pitch to Sosa misses inside for ball one.
Inside 1-0. Yeah, I didn't know that glove was there. My buddy Eric had a tournament with his son up in Cooperstown a few weeks ago. He went through it and saw the Phillies. Things in the lockers.
Shout out to the 10 though, and the 1-0 pitch. Misses skips in the dirt for ball two, 2-0 to Edmundo Sosa.
2 balls and no strikes to Sosa. 191 overall. As Minor gathers his signs.
And the 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3, 3-0 on Sosa.
Well, getting back to the greatest catcher, greatest defensive play. Willie Mays, obviously. Play that everybody sees and knows about. That's in there. Jim Edmonds. I think Jim Edmonds, too.
And the 3-0 pitch, and that's in there. Strike one.
I think Andy Chavez's catch in the postseason, Mets against the Cardinals. There's Yadier Molina, Scott Rowland running. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And the 3-1 pitch. That's in there. Strike two. Man.
Those others are missing, but those are the ones that came to mind almost immediately.
And the 3-2 pitch. That's shot foul. Still 3-2 on Edmundo Sosa.
Sosa may have hurt himself there on that swing. He cut it loose, didn't he?
Yo, what up, Liam? What's good, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to the 11 that's in here in the stream. And the 3-2 pitch. And he checks a check swing. That's a foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes on Edmundo Sosa.
Release point on Minor right now. Some awkward swings by Reese. Nick was out in front.
Just not waiting back a little bit. And we got time called here before the 3-2 pitch has been thrown.
They say he hasn't been able to get his soft pitches over. Whatever the changeup mostly.
And the 3-2 pitch. That's
over toward first. Votto.
Votto will make the catch for out number 2. Jesus Christ, can we put the ball like literally get more base hits? Jesus Christ, it's not even that hard. For a guy that like Mike Minor does not throw 95 plus.
You want to talk about baseball instincts. It's almost like a play you practice in the backyard. Great tag there by Chooch. Good hurdle by JC. Absolutely. Just a great baseball play. It's probably wishful thinking that that's on the list, but not a bad idea to throw it out.
And the first pitch to Marsh. That's on the outside corner for ball 1.
Marsh is hitting 226. 1 for 9 with a double. That double down the left field line against the Mets.
So 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. That's fouled off 1-1 on Brandon Marsh.
Mike Minor drafted twice during his amateur days, once out of high school by the Rays. 13th
And the 1-1 pitch.
then the first round
That swung and missed for strike 2.
Vanderbilt in 2009. Pitched for 5 years with the Atlanta Braves. Was 36 during that time.
And the 1-2 pitch.
Left
And that's going to be into left center. That's going to fall down for a base hit. And that's going to be hit number 2 for the Phils.
I've said this before. You take your home runs, you can take whatever. This is, to me, this is the most pure form of hitting. To take a pitch like that, lefty on lefty, hit it that hard the other way. That is the
Like, try not to do too much. And that's, and like I said, anyone said this too last time. Like, when the guys, like, say, throwing 100 plus and shit like that, or guys like, you see guys like throwing like the low, like high 80s, low 90s. Like, try not to do too much. Like, especially the low 90s guys. Like, try not to do too much. If it's there, try to take it the other, work up the middle and the other way. Like, it's simple baseball 101. That's always been my biggest nitpick nowadays. Now I got Matt Verley at the top of the order for Bryson Stott.
Matt had a tough day yesterday, struck out 4 times.
And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And sometimes I kind of do not always like the high strikes also getting called too, because that's kind of ridiculous.
It's nice they're going to get a chance to see their son play in person again, just like they did in St. Louis. Runner goes. Pitch is taken low. Throw to second.
And Marsh will take second base on the stolen base.
Stolen base for Marsh, his 9th of the year. Tremendous jump. Appears he didn't have a chance. Marsh was moving.
Man, Marsh with a good jump. That's like, well, like 72 overall, maybe even more. And there's 1-1 pitch.
Gonna line her out to left field, but it's right at Fraley. We misjudged it for a moment. He lost it.
And Fraley will make the catch. And some, yeah, trust me, having a sun in your face as an outfielder, that shit sucks. I will admit that shit, having a sun in your eyes, and somehow made the catch round number 3. Still, Phillies still, Mike Myers still holds them scoreless. It's really not that. It's tough. But yeah, bottom second we go. The game's still scoreless. All right.
The Dragonfly Foundation here in Cincinnati. They support patients and families impacted by pediatric cancer.
And the first pitch to Almora. And that's in this left center. That's going to be a double for Almora.
He's there with the second double of the night for the Reds. Anyway, I'd forgotten that the T-shirt that Liam at the time he was 7 years old designed, it was of his dad, that Nick wore on the purple carpet at the All-Star game. And got national attention. They started selling shirts here in the ballpark. They raised almost $19,000. Liam did. Now, he raised the money. His dad matched whatever he raised by selling the shirts. And the shirts, they sold like hotcakes. It's awesome. What a great idea for a great cause. Matt Reynolds, the batter.
And the first pitch to Reynolds. It's a bit high for strike 1. No balls and a strike to Matt Reynolds.
And about the Dragonfly Foundation and all the great work they do here in Cincinnati. Sitting 251, he has
And the 0-1 pitch.
20 RBIs,
That's
and he rolls one into left field. A base hit. Elmore held,
and
so he'll just get to third. It'll be
so
first
Elmore, we're going to stay at third, and it's going to be runners from first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
side on that sinker. They played on the same team for a few years, so he probably knows a little bit about Syndergaard. Well, no, nobody out. Man on second base. Once you get a ball on the right side, how do you prevent that? You throw sinkers in, so he has to pull the ball. It looks like Reynolds was cheating in there. That ball off the plate. Now here's Aquino. Yeah, he's enormous. His numbers aren't as enormous this year, hitting 182 with 4 homers.
That's swung and a miss for strike one at 87. Jesus.
We saw the old number 44 today. Yeah, we did. Eric Davis. I think it was no relation. I think it was funny that Sean Pender, great Sean Pender, said, "Do you know this man?" I said, "Eric the Red? You kidding me?"
And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and miss, strike two.
Reminded Eric it's a day game at the vet. I was there. Eric Davis hit 3 home runs, one to left, one to center, one to right. I think combined, like, I don't know, 1,800 feet. And he remembers that day.
Shout out to the six that's here in the stream. We really appreciate it. The count said, "Oh, no balls and 2 strikes on Aquino."
Kevin Gross. And then he just went on and described all 3 of the home runs. There's bat speed, and then there's Eric Davis bat speed.
And the 0-2 pitch. And Sosa will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the second. So Jose Barrios, and right now coming up with 1 out here with runners on the corners. And the first pitch, that's in there for strike 1 on the slider, 87. So no balls and a strike to Barrero. So runners for Barrero this season with runners in scoring position, 1 for 7 with 5 strikeouts and only 1 with an RBI, and that's not great. And the 0-1 pitch that misses high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, I'm not. And he will do. JT will throw him out. Down with that.
And the throw over to keep Reynolds close at first.
Base line as Syndergaard threw over to first. Rob Thompson said Syndergaard is trying to hold runners on better, but we've been hearing that for years.
And the 1-1 pitch, swing and miss, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Barrero.
Barrero was signed out of Cuba, made his professional debut in 2018. He's 24 years old. He was the minor league player of the year last year for the Reds. He had 303, had 209 hits.
And the 1-2 pitch.
First, and a breaking ball and a
called strike 3.
JT just didn't have a grip on it.
And that's going to be with the first strikeout for Syndergaard. So 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Barrero looked like he was leaning over top of the plate, not creating a lane for JT to throw on. Ball kind of backs up. Gets in the way of JT. Now, if you were to try to go ahead and throw this, I'm thinking he gets catcher's interference. I just couldn't get a grab handle of it.
So now we got the catcher Paparizzi now coming up, hitting 128 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Come on.
Was claimed off waivers from the Giants by the Reds.
Therefore,
Leagues after hitting 210 in AAA this year.
Shout out to the 9 that's coming in the stream. Greatly appreciate everybody coming in as well. And the first pitch. That's clips the outside corner. Call strike 1 on a backdoor curveball. So this season for Michael Paparesky was with 2 outs and runners to score position, 0 for 8 with a walk and 4 strikeouts. And before the 0-1 pitch, counts down, no balls on the strike, and we got time called here. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a line in. That's going to be 1 run in. So a 2-run single. You got to be fucking kidding me with this team. Like, come on, Thor. Bruh, this can't be. You cannot be fucking serious with this goddamn team. Bruh.
He breaks his bat on this. It is right off the end. Oh, yeah. That's still a base proves dividends for the Reds. Second run across.
And that skipped in the dirt for ball 1. Come on now. And the 1-0 pitch. And that's chopped on the ground as first, and that's going to be out number 3. Howard, the fucking Reds decides to put 2 in the bottom of the second. Jesus Christ. So top third we go. And now we got the top of the order now. Coming up for the Phils. Shout out the 6th, though. Damn. All right, top of the third we go, and Phillies continue not to be held scores right now through 28 fucking innings.
Cleartheshelters.com to find a participating shelter near you. Time now for our Bounty Quick Stats. Well, Bryson Stott certainly has had a heck of a turnaround. The last 27 games, hitting .300, OPS of 810. He's not striking out a lot either. No. He has a base hit tonight that's raised his average to 221.
And we got the top of the order and the first pitch to Stott. This is up high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes to the leadoff hitter, Bryson Stott.
114. And he was playing every day. Talk about making some adjustments.
And the 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off. Even count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A couple things that I really like. One is how he stays in there against lefties. And how he hits lefties. 2, like you just said, he doesn't strike out a whole lot. 3, of his ability to stay in at bats with foul balls, seeing extra pitches. He's got a very good eye.
And the 1-1 pitch. That's Mrs. Now low 2-1.
Thompson, I said, I know a lot of it was out of necessity because of injuries. He had to keep playing. I said, but is it even for somebody like Rob? Is it even a great lesson about patience? There's another base,
and that's going to be a base hit for Stott, and that's going to hit.
So he's 2 for 2.
Looks.
And Rob said, yes, it is. He said,
So that's 2 for 2 for Bryson Stott.
I knew he could hit. Saw him in spring training. Figured he could hit major league pitching. He said, but we were patient with him. He said, we had a lot of injuries, so we had to keep playing. He said, he's just gotten better and better.
Now we got Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first, which is very unfortunate. So that's just pretty much all he did was swung at ball 4. Oh, fucking real. And the first pitch to Hoskins, that's in there for strike 1.
And the other part of it, too, and I know everybody's different with what they see, but he's really a lot of fun to watch. Yes, he is.
And the 0-1 pitch. That's in the inside. Strike 2. Dude, swing the bat. Like, that's 2 hittable pitches he's giving you.
You get to see bits and pieces in spring training.
At this point, I would just let this man walk because this dude fucking blows.
Even just from strictly a defensive standpoint, I had no idea he was this good. I had no idea his arm was this good. It could play above average.
And the 0-2, and then we got to throw over to keep Stott close at first.
The Phillies are 12 and 5 when he has multiple hits in a game. And this is his 5th multi-hit game since taking over shortstop.
Like I said, Didi was a placeholder.
Another throw over here.
And another throw over. And the 0-2 pitch. This is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not a very competitive 0-2 pitch there, Tom. Just doing the hitter a favor.
And the 1-2 pitch.
Fly ball.
And this fly ball to the left.
Playable for Fraley.
So Fraley comes in, will make the catch for out number 1.
So, that's 1 out. Back to first goes Stott, and it brings Alec Bohm up.
And we got Alec Bohm. Now he's 1 for 1 as well. Shout out to the 6, though. Really appreciate it.
And here is Alec Bohm, who reached on an infield hit his first time up.
And the first pitch to Bohm. Meyer kicks and deals. That's fouled back. No balls in the strike.
And he is getting away with some pitches right in the middle of the plate.
Another throw. That's the 3rd throw over just to keep Stott close at first.
There goes the runner. Pitch is taken high. Throw to second base, also high.
And that's
His 6th stolen
a 6th stolen base for Bryson Stott.
How about that jump? Against the lefty, too. It's a good read. He's gone. Head down, straight steal the whole way.
And it was a good jump, too.
It's a good pitch to throw on, too. short base running blunder though by Stott.
And Stott gets thrown out at third. You cannot be fucking serious. That's like baseball 101. Like, literally, you cannot make the second out at third base. It's not. Oh, God.
It's softly, but mostly it's
Fucking hell. So 1 for 2 goes Alec Bowman.
Had anything to do with him going right there. Because he got jammed at Bowman's first at bat. He gets it past Farmer. Ferrero gets there. As you look at your GMC Precision Player of the game. But that first inning, he couldn't even advance to third base on a single, pretty much in the same direction.
That's just not a good play. No. For Bryson's standpoint, it's our GMC Precision Play of the game for the Reds' sake. And now JT is up.
And JT lines into the left for a base hit, and that's going to be.
Goes to second base.
And Bowman's going to.
So now first and second with 2 outs. And Bryson probably would have scored on that, even though it was hit hard, but there were 2 outs, so he was going on contact. And now Castellanos, who left 2 on his last time up.
Another guy that I still cannot trust with this in this lineup. Really can't. At this point, I mean, if Harper's coming back, just say I would just sit Nick down at this point because the dude just cannot hit. And the first pitch to Castellanos, that's fouled back for strike 1, out in front of the changeup. Still, like take it the other way. Stop trying to pull it.
Reds began the season 3-22, and then 9-26 since the 15th of May, 36-43. You see Castellanos' numbers last year with the Reds, 100 RBIs.
And the 0-1 pitch, swing and miss, strike 2. Again, out in front. Stop trying to pull the changeup outside. You're going to get fucked that way. It's not hard to take it the other way.
It just seems like his body's just everything's moving at the baseball. Like his head is moving.
He's just flying out.
Looks like he's on skates, just gliding at the baseball.
And the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit for Nick Castellanos. About fucking time. And Bohm's going to come in to score, and that's going to be the first run for the Phillies. Wow, about fucking time. Jesus Christ. Like, stop having that long swing. Like, shorten up your swing. Jeez, that's from a coaching perspective. Man, this fucking triggers me from a coaching perspective.
Ball just catches too much plate here, 0-2.
No, look like he just got jammed. Just somehow just shot it behind, past the glove of Farmer. And JT goes to third on the play as well.
Throws another one of those 48-footers. JT can score.
So that's a 6 hit for the Phillies compared to the 4 for the Reds. Yeah, about goddamn time. Trust me, from a guy like myself, from a coaching perspective, man, the shit that Nick Castellanos does really annoys me from a coaching perspective. Like, I swear, you move up in the box. It's not that hard for a guy who's throwing in the low 90s with a good changeup, obviously, Mike Minor, but then again, Mike Minor's not that great. And the 1-0 pitch to Segura. That's high for ball 2, 2-0.
To throw this pitch.
And we got time called here for the 2-0 pitch. And the 2-0 pitch. Ooh. Guys, like I said, short that swing down.
Many swings and misses in the zone this year, which is kind of unlike him.
Well, we got to think too. Like between 90 to 92, like that's an easy hittable pitch for pros nowadays. Because nowadays you're seeing guys like 95 plus. And the and Castellanos will take second base on a stolen base. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Segura.
It's like a track meet here tonight. Love it. Yeah, for both teams. His average pop time is 2.05. That's slow, right? A little bit. Doesn't always mean that it's his fault, but no, he'll add to it.
Shout out the 5. And the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled back at 91.
Major League average pop times 2 or under. JT's last time I checked was 1.84. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but JT's not going to get any younger. I can tell you that much.
That is ridiculous. 1.83 going into tonight's game, so it dipped a little bit. It's a joke. It's 2-2. Miners set to go.
And the 2-2 pitch. That misses ball 3, 3-2. So the runners will be off and running on this pitch.
Miner, be very careful with this particular pitch. I do have an open base.
And before, and we get a little bit more time called before the 3-2 pitch.
Here's the pitches by inning. He's up to 57 because he's thrown 21 in each of the last 2.
Well, because Phillies are making him. That's the kind of Phillies. What the Phillies MO is to try to work out, grind out at bats. Some might be positive, some might be negative.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
All right, and the 3-2 pitch from Miner is outside, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases for Mundo Sosa. Hey, what up? Appreciate it. I'll say, like I said, and I even said this to the last time against the Mets. GGs. Like I said, I've never had hard feelings against the Mets. No, the only time I found every time when the Phillies play the Mets is when Utley, because I don't know, it's that Utley's the only one I know that owns the Mets, but everybody else. Look, you got the top, probably the top premier pitchers. Like I said, I have shared my fair criticisms of Scherzer because I know he's on the tail end of his career, but still, I think Scherzer and DeGrom is. See, I don't know. I would still see DeGrom still number 1, and you have Scherzer number 2. That's how I would see it. But either way, the talent is. You can make an argument for both. You can flip flop back and forth like who's going to be 1 and 2. That's all I'm saying. Now we got Mundo Sosa, 273 average with the bases loaded. And the first pitch, that's fouls that one back. And don't forget too, Ruben, I got you guys doing the Braves on Thursday night. So you guys don't want to see. And for those who are Mets or Braves fans, I got you guys covered on that, even though based on, like I said, based on the way my work schedule is, and that pitch misses up high, 1-1.
Just in front of some of the kids from the draft.
Really? I would find that really hard to believe because, like, if you're gonna have another series, like, you at least have like, two of your best stars going at it. And that's chop foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Makes sense, but still, I mean, I would still find that hard to believe.
Falter was throwing a simulated game, 57 pitches. Dusty, Paco, Figueroa, they were hacking. How did they fare? A couple pitches I saw they were.
And the 1-2 pitch that skips in the dirt, 2-2 to Mundo Sosa.
Like in the mitt, Tardy? No, they fouled that off. Okay. They look good though. Why wouldn't the hell? He's in the belly. He said, "Hey, they're taking some hacks." He said, "Yeah, I realized I had to really pitch." Bases loaded, 2-2.
And the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Thank you, Mundo Sosa. 1 run scores. Here comes Nick Castellanos to the plate. He's going to come in. Right. But yeah, like I said, Thursday night I got one of the games. Thank God for Out of Market for ESPN Plus. And now we still got 3-2, and that's gonna. I forgot how many hits the Phillies have nowadays. Jesus Christ. But yeah, awesome to meet some other Mets fans, just baseball fans in general, coming across. A broken bat, and that was just a screamer. Yeah, trust me, having a broken bat kind of sucks. But as a pitcher, though, and the first pitch to Marsh, that's questionable. I mean, we did give up Jojo Romero for Amundo Sosa from the Cardinals, so we got him. We just traded Jojo straight up for Sosa, because basically the fact that we still had Didi. This is prior before we released Didi at the time. Yeah, that is true. I mean, the Mets and the Phillies games over the years that I've seen have been very good. Don't get me wrong. Yes, and I've seen the bad times of the Mets. Well, mostly under the Wilpon regime, because let's be real, those were bad. But they had good players, but those years were bad. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that just to poke fun, but I'm just saying it from my personal experience. And Marsh to right, and that's going to be short at the warning track. So, however, the Phillies put up 3 in the top of the third. So now Syndergaard has got to clean it up, going to the bottom at the same time. But yeah, and in other baseball news, if you guys not already paid attention, so Walker Buehler is going to have season-ending elbow surgery. And as much as I like Buehler, that's going to, in my estimate, I think that's going to screw the Dodgers a little bit in with the pitching staff. Because, they did trade away Mitch White, who was actually pretty solid for them. We're talking about Trey Turner. Trey Turner, that kid's going to be smart. But, yeah, I love Trey Turner. No, don't get me wrong, though, even though he was a pain in the ass and the division. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I still would like to see. Well, that's the thing about this too. Like, if we do want to go after Turner, one of the two things is going to happen. One, you're going to have to move Stott over to short or to second base. You could probably have Turner at short and then let Segura walk in free agent or whenever his contract is up, or find a way to at least try to get something. I will not say trade for Turner, because who knows what the Dodgers will want to offer. Because yeah, I forgot about Tony Gonsolin. Yes, I forgot about that, and Mitch White was pretty good for them too. And obviously trade him to the Blue Jays, because let's be real, the Blue Jays pitching kind of stinks. But yeah, so Thursday. Nope, that's the 16th. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, bottom third, absolutely going to. No, I don't need ticket stuff. I have not been to a Phillies game in a fucking long time. I've been only one to been, and this is the crazy part too. I've been to one Phillies postseason game, and that was back in 2009 against the Dodgers. And obviously, that's when they still had, when Broxton was still in the league. Yeah. So for Syndergaard, it's 5 starts against the Reds, 5-0 record, a 2.11 ERA, and 42 and a 2/3 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts to 6 walks, and an ERA, and opponents hitting 213 against him in his career against the Cincinnati Reds. And the first pitch, missed. It's in there, strike 1. So, okay, so you got DeGrom. Oh, great! I get to call the DeGrom start, which I did. That's not the second time that. That's in there at 94, strike 2. So I get DeGrom on Thursday night, which is great. Because DeGrom's electric to watch. As a bit, he is part of my rival, but I do not care. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes. Hey, T-Money, what up, man? Strikeout number 2 for Syndergaard. Yeah, like I said, T-Money, I know you just joined in, but if you're not paying attention, I got. Oh yeah, that's what they talked about during the pregame. That Syndergaard is trying to improve this. Yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, I mean, at this point in Syndergaard's career, he's not the same guy as he once was. Geez, was it 2022? What, 7 years ago? During the early days of Syndergaard, that's in there. Good looking curveball at 76 for strike one.
It's eerie how they seem to always get that number. Yeah.
Counts no balls and a strike to Kyle Farmer. He is 1 for 1, double back in the first.
It's amazing how much that half.
And the 0-1 pitch. That's lined out to center. That's going to be a base hit. So hung a slider. I appreciate it. Well, like I said, Thursday night, I'm calling the DeGrom start again against the Braves. So that's going to be fun because let's be real, DeGrom is really, it's going to be fun to watch. It has always been fun to watch. Now, if I'm the Mets going into next year, I would do everything in my power as an organization to keep that man healthy because you really can't do it. Man, that's gonna screw his career. That's gonna somewhat change his career trajectory. And the first pitch to Votto to left, and that's gonna be a fly out to Vierling for out number 2. I'm looking forward to that because man, shit, I've been the Sixer stuff's been very fucking dry. Well, other than the fact that you did bring up the mention that Simmons wants to fucking goddamn get some, and this is where. And the fact that how the so now we got Albert Almora Jr. He is 1 for 1 with the double and a run scored. One of the 2 runs. And the first pitch, that's in there at 95 for strike one. I mean, that's good to see that he's still getting up there in the upper 90s. But like I said, still not the same pitcher as he once was. During his early days with the Mets.
There's a similarity to the velocity, so there's an advantage for the pitcher.
And the 0-1 pitch. That just misses inside for ball 1 at also at 95.
I know it sounds silly, but I mean, he would throw 100 pretty much every fastball. He was with the Mets. He gets surgery, and now he's 95. There's a giant difference between 95 and 100.
And the 1-1 pitch. That somehow misses in the outside corner for ball 2. 2-1 on Almora Jr.
It's okay. But you can make that jump from 95 to 100. That's a completely different animal when you're in the box.
I mean, shit. And the 2-1 pitch. This is high. 3-1. See, I have no idea. For me, like, I just see what it is. Like, we suck. We suck against the Mets. And the 3-1 pitch, chop foul.
That's where he needs to live with that 95.
Because some Phillies, and this is where I want to try to separate myself from some group of Phillies fans. Actually, with the Phillies fans in general, we don't really group like say, we talk shit about one person, but somehow we have this idea of looping up everybody together. It's a huge mess. And the 3-2 pitch, chop foul. That's chopped down the third. Easy play for Sosa for out number 3. Or no, it's a foul ball. Jesus Christ. Which is the craziest part, though. I'll admit it, too. We do suck against the Mets. But I would say this, too. The biggest positive for this team right now, with the way that this team has been playing, yes, there's some struggles, is, we finally know how to beat the Marlins. Finally. The Mets, on the other hand, we can, prior, the 3-2 pitch, called strike 3. That's the strikeout number 3 for Syndergaard. So that was a better inning for Syndergaard. Hey, what's good, Adrian? Shit, what's good, man? What is good? But like I was saying, and the fact that some Phillies fans decided, and I'll admit it too, like sometimes we suck, sometimes we don't. It's like it's a roller coaster with this organization. But yeah. I'm looking forward to see what the NBA schedule is going to look like. Because, with basketball coming around and same with college basketball, that's going to be really fun. Because, like I said, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Now we know how to beat the Marlins, but now the only team we now have a hard time beating is the Mets. Because remember, like in years past, we've known how to beat the Mets consistently. But it's always it's always that one team in the division that gives us fucking problems. Braves we can beat. The Nationals we can beat. Now it's the Marlins after what? After 4 or 5 years of not knowing how to beat that damn team? Jesus Christ. Now it's the Mets. Now, the Mets is an interesting case because really they have much better talent. I'll keep it a buck here. But yeah, so looking for. But yeah, so NBA schedule comes out Wednesday. Honestly, the basketball contest kind of been very lacking. Not just on my channel, but just and with the people I collab with, especially when here on the Spotlight Sports Network as well. Like the NBA content has been kind of very dry in terms of. But doing the Eagles Week 1 preseason game was pretty fun. I will say this too: the way that, and I really nitpicked the Reds a lot with this roller coaster season with the Reds organization, because let's be real, I think the Fates deserve a lot better than what the ownership has given them. Not to mention, though, still paying Ken Griffey Jr. way after his retirement in 2008. But that's just me. And the first pitch to Bierling. That's in there for strike one on the 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
I could use a knock right here. I know this is a team game, but been a rough go of it lately for him.
And the 0-1 pitch misses down low, 1-1 to Matt Bierling. And the 1-1 pitch. That's chopped on the ground. And that's going to be a foul ball. Shout out to the 8 that's here in the stream, though. I greatly appreciate it.
We got some theme nights coming up at Citizens Bank Park. You can purchase a theme night ticket by going to Phillies.com/theme nights.
I got the Cleveland Browns. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that game. Because remember when I got my baseball game early in the morning? Yeah, absolutely. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And that's sharply to second. I know there's going to be some Marlins fans say, "Oh, it's Contra's like." No, look, Contra may be the second best, but when it comes to being healthy, DeGrom is is top tier. Like there's no argument to be made. Because I think DeGrom overall, I mean, shit, if you take a look at last year, the fact that because the kind of season he had, I feel like you could probably say it's like his season was like, playing MLB The Show in rookie mode with all the sliders turned up. And the first pitch to Stott misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, yeah, because it will be the most dumbest mistakes that the Mets, if the Mets do not decide to resign him. It's going to be one of the dumbest mistakes other than the, which absolutely, because I mean you got to think too, coming off a shoulder surgery. He has had John before, like he has like so many injuries, so that it's just like, which it kind of. And the 2-0 pitch, and it looks like it takes a 89 fastball, 89-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside for strike one.
That would have been an awful lot today.
And the 2-1 pitch misses high, 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike to Bryson Stott. We got Hoskins now waiting on deck. And the 3-1 pitch. That's in there. Strike 2. And the pitch. That's fouled back. That's going to be a foul ball. I don't think that. See, this is the thing too with the baseball rumors. I just take it with a grain of salt. If it's not from an unverified source, I don't really believe that's true. Because knowing that what Steve Cohen has done with the Mets, I don't think that's going to happen. Exactly. I think Steve Cohen's not going to let that happen. It'll be dumb. That's fouled back at 89. Like I said, it would be dumb for Steve Cohen not to do so. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the Phillies are just making some pitchers. Yeah, I mean, that's the one guy that you built should know more. Well, I think Chris Bassett has done pretty decently, even though he is slower than Wayne. And that's chopped on the ground in the second. Solano has it for out number 2. And
it's got to be the last pitch you're looking for in a full count.
now we got Hoskins here with 2 outs. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. That's no balls in the strike. And the 0-1 pitch. This is now low 1-1. And the 2-1-1 pitch misses high. Okay, so Kyle clips the top of the zone for strike 2, apparently. And the 1-2 pitch. That's chopped on the ground to short, right up the middle for a base hit. No, I'll do it.
So runner at first, Alec Bolt, the batter. He is single. And he's reached on a fielder's choice.
So 1 for 2 goes Alec Bohm this evening as well. Man, Mike Minor's already up to 82 pitches so far here total. I just want to keep him as a rental. I feel like there's going to be better options in the free agent market because, I mean, if Syndergaard can now, 1 or 2 things I can see happening. If Syndergaard does sign, it's definitely going to be on a cheaper deal for sure. Because, like I said, Syndergaard is not the same guy as he used to be. He's also number 2. He's also getting up there in age. I mean, shit. I mean, look, he still can get it up there between 94 and 95. But like I said, like his best days were behind him in New York for sure. And I wouldn't mind at number 2, and it'd be a cheaper option because, I mean, Gibson has been hot and cold, but the con I have with Syndergaard at times, I just feel like his stuff is, like I said, has not been there. That's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's one of those pitches that you're circling the bases before you take the swing. I have to hit this ball out. May have overswung just a tad.
Just try not to do too much. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, top 4, let's see. Oh, boy. Oh, forgot. Bottom 4th we go. Oh yeah. See, and that's the thing too, Roman. I mean that's one thing I can agree. I've been saying the dude he's got the stuff to be good, but he's just inconsistent. And he just can't stay healthy. Like I would rather cut my losses for a guy, and not to mention too, we signed him for cheap, so it's not going to hurt us if we do wind up, cutting our losses from them. But we did finally cut our losses with Familia because holy crap, I did not like getting Familia. No, thank you. And I can see why a lot of them, it's just been blech. Yeah, all right. Yeah, shout out to Six, though, still sticking with me. I greatly appreciate it, though. Really greatly appreciate everybody coming through. Whether you're a Phillies fan like myself, Reds fan, Mets fan, doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome. So bonds forth we go for the Reds.
Toyota, visit Toyota.com to find your 2022 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go.
Oh, God. God help Boston. But then again, I don't care.
With the Phillies, he's allowed 18 singles.
So this season for a Syndergaard, including tonight, 18 singles. But so far, he's given up 22 hits. But shit, if he can limit the runs, I'm okay with that. Hey, what up, Butterfly? What up? What up? What up? I got Matt Reynolds, Aquino, and Barrero, and that's for first pitch misses outside for ball one.
Compton and his staff have done a nice job this year with changing guys. Whether it be Alvarado, even changing their approach in the way that they're pitching.
And that's line to short for out number one.
But they're trying to do that a little bit with Syndergaard.
Well, something's not working.
Absolutely.
At this level, it's just you have to make the adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, Alvarado's the key.
I mean, the Braves could sweep them. That's for sure. I mean, I think anybody can sweep the Red Sox.
Throw the cutter first to set up 102. I think Brogdon too. Instead of throwing fastball right out of the gate, throws a lot of changeups to start. It's such a good pitch. And cutters.
That's a foul ball. Oh, right. Looked like off the umpire or off at JT.
JT wore that, or that was Junior Valentine. It was Valentine. He shook it off like it was a mosquito.
The 0-1 pitch, or clips the outside corner, strike two.
This is a fastball. JT put a 3 down. Maybe that's more of a little cutter.
And the 1-0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. That's strikeout number 4 for Syndergaard at 95. Yeah, I heard the Mets were also going for Robertson as well. But man, we just gave up a couple prospects, and we just gave up one prospect, and bada bing, bada boom.
Exactly where JT wanted it. See where JT set up with his mitt. He gets that sign, goes right to it. Can't catch up to it. I love to see that out.
And the first pitch, ooh, good looking curveball at 79 for strike one.
One play on Saturday night. Aaron's still out on the mound, and Tomasnito laid down a bunt.
Yeah, we just gave up Ben Brown for David Robertson straight up. And then again, knowing the Cubs ain't going anywhere, and that's swinging a miss, strike two at night.
I don't think he thought that pitch was coming in.
I can see that again.
I mean, bury a 95-mile-an-hour sinker in your hands? Absolutely. Shout out to the 6th, though. But fire from the YouTube page. I greatly appreciate that.
0-2.
Yeah,
Outfield straight away.
absolutely.
Syndergaard ready to go.
And the 0-2 pitch. That's chopped to the ground. Third, nice stop by Sosa. Easy throw to first. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reds. And the bottom of the 4th concludes with the scoreless inning by Noah Syndergaard. So the top of the 5th we go. More than halfway through it. Just a nice stop by Amundo Sosa. Yeah. Shout out to the 8th, though, that's coming in, though. Whether you're coming from Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, doesn't matter where you're coming from. I appreciate everybody coming in. All the links to my social media is down below it. You guys want to check out, or check out my community tab, too, where I'll post some updates as well from time to time. And, even post, some upcoming stuff. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice to let you guys know, for those who are subscribed to the channel, or just see it through your through the But yeah, shout out to everybody though coming in. Really do. I do greatly appreciate it. Oh, wait. So top of the 5th we go with the Phillies still up by 1. I mean, hell, even what's good enough for me too as an Eagles fan, we don't have to see more of J Jaw, which is good. I'm very happy. Next person to get rid of, cut our losses with, is Rager. And the first pitch to Real Muto is in there. Strike 1 on an 83-mile-an-hour slider. So 1 for 2 goes JT.
See if they get rid of the pitch comp. With the old-fashioned fingers, didn't seem like it was working.
And that's in there. Strike 2.
I don't think JT liked that. I don't think the Phillies dugout liked it.
Did he catch a piece of that box?
I don't think Kelsey should be ready by week 1. It's a small elbow surgery. And the 0-2 pitch missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Absolutely. But yeah, Kelsey's not going to be out for long. It's just going to be he's going to be definitely ready by week 1. I think they're just going to just take it easy with him in preseason. That's for sure. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and miss, strike 3 on a slider at 85. So that's strikeout number 3 for Mike Minor.
There's the press box now, where the writers are, the scribes, as we like to call them.
And the first pitch to Castellanos, swung and missed for strike 1. No balls and a strike to Nick Castellanos.
Prime real estate up behind home plate. There's Jimmy.
There's a little guy.
Yeah. Good job flossing today, Jim.
That's right.
That's swung and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Rob Butcher, the longtime PR director for the Reds, is explaining how luxurious the new press box is. There's Jimmy. He's just thinking.
He had one of those thought bubbles above his head.
The 0-2 pitch. That's popped to shallow right. And Aquino will make the catcher out number 2.
There are 2 outs. And Gene Segura will be the batter. Anyway, the club that they have here, where the old press box was, is really nice.
It is nice.
There's Todd Zolecki smiling with Jimmy. Scott Lauber there. Kevin Gregg. Hey, Kevin.
And the first pitch to Segura. That's fouled back for strike 1.
He had come up here, and we were down in the dugout, and Dave Dombrowski came out, and we were talking. He told a couple stories about Justin Verlander. They were really interesting stories.
And he is 0 for 1 with a walk as well.
Because we're talking about
That misses up high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
okay, and how certain people get compared to certain. He wasn't comparing them to Justin Verlander, but when he had Verlander in Detroit, he was kind of comparing him to certain people who he thought he would project to be.
That's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Project him to be Nolan Ryan, and everyone thought he was nuts.
He predicted Verlander
To be Nolan Ryan, and everyone looked at him like, "Are you serious? How did you compare anybody to Nolan Ryan?" He was spot on.
Shout out to 7, though. That's here in the stream. Greatly appreciate that. And the 1-2 pitch. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So who was down there? You,
Jimmy, and Scott. So, normal cast of characters. There's G. Bell.
And the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled off. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you look at David Bell there. We talked to him today. So, humble and mild-tempered. But when he was on the baseball field, the complete antithesis. He had a temper as big as anybody.
oh yeah,
I mean, he's just such a nice man. But he would get fired up on the dive.
And the 2-2 pitch.
line drive base.
And that's going to be a base hit. Maybe extra bases for Gene Segura. He's just going to pull up with second with no problems with 2 outs here in the bottom, in the top of the 5th.
It's a 2-out double.
Now we've got Amundo Sosa, who came up big in the previous half inning for the Phils.
He's thinking about getting somebody up in the bullpen.
Pitch number 100 coming up.
So he's playing career with the Phils from 03 to 06, 470 games, 95 doubles, 30 homers, 209 RBIs, and 258 average goes David Bell. Wow, that's one guy I completely forgot even has been with the Phils. So that was crazy. I remember days of the early prime days of Howard, Chooch, Utley, Rollins. Kevin Millwood. A lot of people don't remember about him because he was, and that's fouled back. No balls in the strike to Mundo Sosa. So Ian Gibo is now warming up in the pen for the Reds.
They're warming up in the bullpen for the Reds.
Sosa is 1 for 2 with the 2-run single back in the 3rd. And the pitch.
And that one's lined up
And-
the field line.
And that's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to be another run score for the Phils.
Sosa brings another bat, but gets
And Sosa has now 2 broken bats, and that's going to be an RBI double.
a 4-2 ball.
RBI double by Amundo Sosa.
It's okay. Phil Sheridan can order a bunch more, Tom. Traded places with him and Mundo Sosa. Good play in the field. The bottom of the 4th.
So Sosa has 3 out of the 4 runs for the Phils.
For Sosa.
Yeah, talk about being a below average hitter, but shit,
He
he's
keeps that fair as they get through it. That's what he did. Gino can walk home.
pretty much. So now we got Brandon Marsh coming up here in the top. It's still in the top half of the fifth. The Phillies up 4-2.
1 for 2 stands in.
Another one out there.
And the 1-2, and the first pitch, it misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. So there's 1 for 2 with a. That's clips the outside corner. Called strike 1.
Throws 104th pitch. He's thrown at least 20 in each of the last 3. Fouled off.
That's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Counts now a ball and 2. Yeah. I mean, Sosa has shown swinging at a strike 3. That was ball 2. So top half of the 5th comes to an end. However, the Sosa adds 2 more his to his RBI total. Now he has 3 RBIs for the night. All right. That's what, and the thing is too with Sosa too. I say, no, if that's the case, I would think Sosa is going to be an interesting interesting player to kind of look at going to next year. It's like, if his contract's going to be up, I would say at least try to find a way to extend him, because I feel like, yes, I know he's not the greatest hitter, but I still feel like tonight's really show. That he can still handle the bat somewhat at average, especially tonight. Anyways, from what we're seeing. All right. So bottom 5th we go, with the Phillies now up 2 over the Cincinnati Reds. Now they're showing the defensive play of the game, and that was to Sosa.
Just rolling to his right, gets up, fires a seed over to Reese Hoskins. Has that hitter clock and says, you know what? That ball's hit hard. I got a little bit of time. Get up. Complete the 5-3 put out. Outstanding play by the Phillies third baseman. That's your Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
All right, so 2 hits tonight, 3 at-bats, 3 RBIs. He's 4 hits overall in a Philly uniform.
And the first pitch, that's popped up out of play. No balls and a strike. To the number 9 here, Mike Pepperisky.
Last time he was up, he had a 2-run single.
That's a 2-run single. He's the only one that's accounted for the only 2 runs for the Reds here in this game this evening. And the first 0-1 pitch is in there. No balls and 2 strikes at 90 miles an hour from Noah Syndergaard.
Rob talked last week about Syndergaard. He said, I think his velocity is going to come back. It just takes guys longer. I mean,
the 0-2 pitch. And there they go. He looked like
he's afraid that it's come back even better at his age. Most guys, it does come back. Yeah.
So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Every player responds differently.
And the pitch. That's foul.
He's in great shape, but a lot of times they say that when you're building back from Tommy John surgery, you get everything else in even better shape.
Oh, damn.
To support it. He was already in great shape.
Already in great shape. And it was weird once I get a little bit of my flexibility back after I had it in 05.
And the 1-2 pitch. Chopped on the ground right up the middle. Nice sliding stop by Sosa again for out number 2, out number 1. 2 good defensive stops by Mundo Sosa.
Again, knowing the catcher was running.
This dude's putting on a clinic. Have yourself a ball game in Mundo Sosa. Seager tries to kick this ball. No fear. Sosa is there. It's a perfect slide. Actually catches the ball behind him. Gets to his feet. Right on the money again. Have a night.
Top of the order here's Fraley. He's 0 for 2.
And Fraley hits it too.
By the diving Segura.
Segura makes the diving catch for out number 2.
Bryce needs to get the act here. With the Tommy John, take a look at his diving play and see where Gene is set up. Up back line, he gets there.
So now we've got on top. Now we've got Donovan Solano.
Randy Wolf and I went through every process together. Because he had his done, I think, a day before mine in California. I had mine done in Birmingham, Alabama. And
But you rehab together.
we rehabbed
right.
together in Westchester. The great Phil Donnelly. Yeah, rehabbed
And the
us.
first pitch to Solano. That's going to be in for a base hit for Solano.
We started to get some little range of motion back. We started doing suicides. We did more shoulder work than we did elbow work. And I said, Phil, you mind joining the track team? Why'd you do all this running? He goes, top to bottom needs to be rehabbed, not just your elbow. Top to bottom. You make everything stronger around it, and that elbow will respond better. He said most of these Tommy Johns, most of the elbow
Yep.
injuries are caused
Welcome,
by
everybody. I just coordinated my mod Butterfly.
So that's why we're doing all this shoulder work. We're in the pool.
And the first pitch.
Doing like plyometrics
That's
in the
popped
pool.
up.
It was
And right, but and stop will make the catch for out number 3.
that process. It just
So another clean inning, another scoreless inning for Noah Syndergaard. With the Phillies now up 4-2. Going top of the 6th, we go. But yeah, shout out to the 5 though. So now we're going to the top of the 6th, where the Phillies are up with a 2-run lead.
Rob Bass and DJ Jazzy Jeff will take the stage immediately following the game. I Love the 90s post-game concert presented by Jim Beam. Friday, August 19th against the Mets at 7:05. Join the fun and order tickets now at phillies.com/concerts. Our Independence Lacrosse Phillies of the Week will be honored forever in Phillies history. From 1976 to 1983, the 6'6" right-hander Ron Reed towed the rubber for the Phils on the way to 3 straight division titles, appearing in 21 postseason games. He is still the
Right now we got 40 games. 40 games left in total in the Major League season. So now we got a bullpen game going for the Reds. We got Jim Out not coming in to pitch for Mike Minor.
Are now eternally on the Wall of Fame. it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross.
And the first pitch is outside at 95 for strike one.
Was the new pitcher for the Reds, his 16th game, a 5.94 ERA.
So at least right now, after this game, will be 39. Be 39 left after this game tonight. And the 0-1 pitch, this is low for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Vierling. Then we got top of the order.
Vierling's 0 for 2. He's flying to left. He is grounded out to second base.
And the 1-1 pitch, that's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled off the hand. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We got some nacho issues. The best pour. A lot of foam.
Yeah, that's a terrible pour. Apparently they didn't tilt the cup, Tom.
And the 1-2 pitch. That's foul. That's swung and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Jabot. Yeah. Gotta be smart out there at the plate. Now we got Bryson Stott. He is 2 for 3 tonight.
Swing and a miss and a high fastball. One out here in the 6th inning. And it goes back to the top of the order for Bryson Stott.
Already Stott's 4th at bat here in the 6th.
And that misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch.
Got a little throwback Utley right there.
And that's gonna be what, like, I guess an error on the shortstop.
So, 1-0 to Stott. 8-game hitting streak now for Bryson. Second longest active streak among rookies right now.
So now he's got an 8-game hitting streak going for him. I mean, I like what.
Charging against Barrero. I don't know if he would have gotten them anyway. He's aboard. So the Phillies have a base runner with 1 out.
So the Phillies got a doubleheader on August 20th against the Mets.
Oh, by the way, the Phillies, after the series against the Reds, off day Thursday, and then Friday they start a 4-game series with the New York Mets. It starts Friday night and then picks up again Saturday with a day-night doubleheader, 105 and 7:15.
And the first pitch to Hoskins misses inside for 1 ball, no strikes.
By PGW. Get your tickets by going to Phillies.com. And Reese Hoskins, the batter, with a runner at first.
And that misses it outside. 2-0.
Johnny thought he was working, so that means he can sit with Bull in both ends of the dudes. You're working, right? No. Oh, you're in studio. Oh, you're in studio. All right, so Johnny can sit.
Counts 2 balls and no strikes to Hoskins with Stott on first. And that's a throwover
That's good.
as well.
2-0 to Reese.
Games is that now? National games.
Good amount this year because of the Apple TV and the Peacock games.
ESPN, Fox.
Well, those are normal. They usually hit their number anyway.
And the 2-0 pitch. That's fouled back. 2 balls and a strike. Counts out 2 balls and a strike to Hoskins with a runner on first. And the pitch. That misses down low, 3-1.
A little bit more of an open stance. seems a little bit like that left leg is back a bit than what we're accustomed to. It's kind of open.
And the 3-1 pitch misses low for ball 4, and that's a 1-out walk for Rhys Hoskins.
Should get something good to hit here.
And I don't know why NBC Sports Philadelphia is playing behind it, or audio-wise. So now we got Alec Bohm, tonight's designated hitter, with runners on first and second with 1 out here near the top of the 6th. Hey, keep adding on. Try to put this team put this game out of its reach.
Saw that quite a bit in the New York series. Just he trusts that strike zone. Trusts his eyeballs. Shows you the maturity though of Reese.
And the first pitch to Bohm misses outside for ball 1, and we get a meeting on the mound for between the catcher Paparazzi and Jabot. Shout out to the 8th that's here in the stream, though. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, but for those who are new, definitely smash the like button. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. Who are new, we're on the road to 1K. Next stop is 700 here on this channel. Counts the ball, no strikes to Bohm. And the 1-0 pitch. That's swung on a miss on a good looking slider at 84 for strike one to even count 1 ball, 1 strike. So this season with runners in scoring position, 261 average, 3 doubles, a homer, 38 RBIs, and unfortunately the strikeout high count is a little bit high for Bohm at 20 strikeouts. And that's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Double right center. That slider just backed up, didn't it? Sure did.
Another 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back at 96. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners lead off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jimbo is ready to go. The pitch fouled away.
And the 1-2 pitch. That's called strike 3. Apparently that's off the plate.
Strike 3. The inside part of the plate, according to the home plate umpire. 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
Kept counting inside part of the plate.
Now we got JT real muted up with the runners on first and second. With 2 outs here, now it's in the top of the 6th.
Junior Valentine saying, keep swinging at it.
And that's swung and a miss for strike 1. No balls in a strike.
So now JT, the batter. Runners take their lead. JT stands in. Swing and miss, and it's 0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. That misses inside 1-1.
Asked JT to ask, did you get Chipotle for lunch? He says, of course I did. I said, you woke up to the kid? No, I knew we were having it here at the clubhouse. I just waited to eat here. It loves its Chipotle.
Inside, 1-1.
And the 1-1 pitch. That skips in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 balls in a strike.
told him, I said, my son's go-to is double rice, double steak, double cheese. And he said, good Lord, how do you eat that? I said, I was 16. You remember you were 16? He goes, yeah, good point. Find a way to get it down. I said, I can do curls with it. I ate so much. 2 and 1.
Shout out to the 11 that's here on the stream, though. I greatly appreciate that. And the 2-1 pitch. It's high, 3 and 1.
Another 2-out RBI here.
Shout out to the 12 that's here. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Counts 3 and 1 on JT Real Muto in the top of the 6th. And the 3-1 pitch misses outside, ball 4, and that's going to be a. So JT draws a 2-out walk.
JT flat out to right field his first time up, singled and scored in the 3rd, and then struck out in the 5th inning. Phillies leading 4-2. They have 11 hits tonight. Scored 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th.
Then we got Nick Castellanos. Oh, good Lord. I mean, he has one of the 4 runs for the Phillies, but 3 of them goes to Edmundo Sosa. So Castellanos so far career with the bases loaded at 330 average with 7 grand slams. And the first pitch fouled. No balls and a strike to Nick Castellanos.
Say what you want about pitching. It will always go back to fastball command. Always. I don't care what pitcher is out there.
So 116 games career against in Great American Ballpark. 313 average, 25 doubles for Nick Castellanos. And the 0-1 pitch misses down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
San Diego trails Miami. That game's in the 6th inning. The Phillies trail the Padres for the number 2 spot in the wild card. Milwaukee is down 1-0 to the Dodgers. St. Louis is off today.
And the 1-1 pitch misses down low. 1 ball. Or sorry, 2 balls and a strike.
It's number 25 coming up.
And we got more bullpen action for the Reds here at the top of the 6th, but the bases loaded with the 2-1 count on Nick Castellanos. And the pitch. And that's fouled off the hands. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
130 pitches thrown by Reds pitching. That's a lot of pitches. 5 2/3. 30.
It counts down 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nick Castellanos here with the bases loaded, 2 out. Jesus Christ. Shout out to the 13, though. Okay, they appreciate everybody coming in. Whether you're new, returning, or just stumbled across, greatly appreciate it. And the 2-2 pitch. And Castellanos will pop that out of play. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shout out to the 12, though. I greatly appreciate everybody coming in. Really do.
Off the end of the bat, foul. Yeah, the runners will go back.
So I got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still the count with 2 outs here at the top of the 6th with the bases loaded. But Nick Castellanos not coming up. Try to at least add 1 or. And that's strike 3 call. Come on, Nick. You got to protect. That's right on the fucking corner. So the inning comes to a close. So the Phillies lead the bases loaded. Of course, it's from Nick Castellanos. Who else to better to fuck up for the Phils? Despite having 1 RBI, though. That's all I'm saying. But Nick, man, you got to fucking swing. 2 strikes, it should be an automatic. You're automatically in swing mode. Like, it's baseball 101. You've been in the league for how long and you still can't figure that shit out? Because if that's the case, then you really should not be in the game of baseball. I'm sorry. That's the way I see it. But, however, the Phillies still hold a 4-2 lead over the abysmal Cincinnati Reds. And, going to the bottom of the 6th, and let's say Syndergaard. And so far, Syndergaard has been throwing pretty well. I mean, only giving up 2 runs. I mean, still, it's better to try at least, continuously build off the last couple half innings for Syndergaard. Shout out to 6, though. Greatly appreciate everybody. All right. Oh, boy. Shout out to the 9 that's coming in. So, Syndergaard, we got scattered 6 hits, only 2 runs. So that's pretty much about it so far.
It's runs for Radiothon. For every run the Phillies score in August, the Phillies will make a contribution to the Nemours Children's Help Our Kids Radiothon. Make your donation today by texting KIDS to 50155. For more information, visit moors.org/radiothon. Noah Syndergaard's got a 2-run lead to work with as he faces Joey Votto. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
And the first pitch to Votto pops it up to center field towards the end of the warning track. Marsh has it for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Fly ball center field. Marsh goes back. So you've seen 3 pitches.
Maybe he does have a date or something.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And buy your friends at State Farm like a good neighbor.
So now we got Albert Almora Jr. now coming up with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
So now Almora Jr. 1-0, excuse me. Almora is doubled. He's also
And the 1 more pitch. That's in there at 94. Strike 2 with the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throw that behind in the count. I mean, that could pay dividends down the road. We always talked about Aaron Nola flipping that breaking ball in there, 2-1 count, 3-1 at times.
And that misses inside 2-2.
That is some paint there.
Right at the knees.
Reynolds getting a bird's eye view.
Shout out to the 10 that's here in the stream, though. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that a lot. Counts now 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Albert Almora Jr. Oh, God.
What if he'd be allowed to go to the other side?
And we got time called here before the 3-2 pitch.
Like if a righty's up, they don't want the kid on the right side. In case there's a guy's real late on the foul ball, and he would,
Well, that makes sense. I've never seen that before, though.
Yeah, I mean, they always do it. And actually, in some instances, the umpire makes the kid do it. Really? Yeah, go to the other side. So the odds of a righty.
And that's swing and a miss, strike 3. That is strikeout number 5 for Noah Syndergaard.
Like if I were on the third base dugout and Ichiro was up, I would not want to be on the on-deck circle because he would fire balls in there like he just would catch balls out of the catcher's mitt basically and just smoke them over there.
Swing and miss. He's down on strikes. 5 strikeouts for Syndergaard. And there are 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
2-seamer.
And the first pitch, that did he go? Yes, he did. That is strike 1. Hey, it depends on who we're playing, though. Oh, God, not like that one game, man. We've been there for over 4 goddamn hours. The damn rain delays. It's like, just call it the damn thing. Especially the first time I'm actually seeing Syndergaard actually pitch well. And the 0-1 pitch just missed the outside corner at 95. Even to count 1 ball, 1 strike. Now that, and like I said, Syndergaard, even though he's not the same pitcher as he once was, but seeing him consistently hit 95, 96 on his fastball, that's, it's if he could at least get it, and that's popped out of play on is that a 4-seamer 89? There's no way. But like I said, I mean, Syndergaard so far throughout this game has been consistently hit 95, 96 on the sinker. And that's something that's, that's I think where he's at. But I think over time, once he pulls up that arm strength, since like they said, coming off of Tommy John, not the easiest thing because I couldn't say because I didn't start till I was in my early teens.
Offset fastball or slash cutter.
And that is strike 3 called, and that's going to be strikeout number 6. Another clean inning from Noah Syndergaard. Just good painting fastball. Okay. But shout out to the 10, though, that's here, though. Yeah, Philly's still holding a 2-run lead, though. I mean, just... Shout out to the 8th, though. Greatly appreciate everybody coming in. Really do. Boy. I appreciate the two reactions on Facebook, though. I greatly appreciate everybody, whether coming from YouTube, Twitter, or even watching on my Twitter page. I greatly appreciate that as well. Or if you're coming from, my Twitch channel, wherever you may be coming from, I greatly appreciate all of that. Yeah. Let me just try this because the audio looks like it's kind of offset for some reason. Let's see if this works. So now we're going to the top of the 7th.
Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. Reds scored 2 in the second to take a quick lead over the Phillies, but they got 3 in the third.
And then 1 in the 5th. Damn, it's already a rain delay in Atlanta? That's crazy.
Fantastic defensive plays. And now we go to the top of the 7th inning, Luis Sessa.
And we got Luis Sessa now coming up.
Pitcher for the Reds.
The first pitch is in there. Called strike 1. So Segura, Sosa, and Brandon Marsh just get the hitters for the Phillies. That's chopped on the ground. The third. Farmer has it. Easy play to the first for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Greatly appreciate it. Really do. So now I got Mundo Sosa. So tonight, 2 for 3, single and a double, and 3 RBIs.
He's been the man of the hour. Keep it going.
And the first pitch, that's in there for strike 1 to Sosa.
So that stat against Sesson. Righty's hitting 303 against him. Lefty's hitting 270. So reverse splits for the right-hander. Righty's just seeing better.
Counts no balls and 2 strikes.
Been on the injured list on 2 different occasions. Never really pitched well against the Phillies. ERA of 7.5 and 7 appearances. Last year, though, he had a solid year, 2.51 ERA. Check swing.
And that's it. Checks. So Votto will make the second out. That's 2 away now here in the.
Phillies will see the Miami Marlins beginning Tuesday, September 6th at 6:45. Wednesday the 7th at 6:45. Thursday the 8th at 6:45. Visit Phillies.com/group tickets for more information. Brandon Marsh is 1 for 3. He's single. He's also flat out to right. He is struck.
Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, it's been a good game so far, and that missed inside at 94 for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the 1-0 pitch misses way inside, 2-0. I'll have to check the starting lineup for the series though, or whenever the Phillies put out their lineups, because sometimes some teams. So next 20 games we have more against Cincinnati. Jeez, that's in there. Strike 1 on a curveball on the slider. Right, that little more like a curveball at 82. I guess I could be wrong. So now it's 2 balls and a strike to Brandon Marsh. But shout out to the 11 total viewers here in the stream. Greatly appreciate it as well. And that misses inside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Brandon Marsh. Yeah, I don't think we didn't play him that weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'll see the starting lineups. And that's on the outside corner. Call strike 2.
The outside corner turned out to be a good pitch.
Yeah, it's right on the corner.
Speaking of September, how about this? That's Bryce earlier today. Posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean that's that's when we gave up Moniak and like a prospect to get Brandon Marsh. And easy play to first with Sessa covering out number 3. So the Phillies go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 7th. But however, these Phillies still hold 4-2 over the Reds. Bottom 7th we go for the Reds. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, and we have guys to do that, and sometimes that's always been our MO. Sometimes is grind out at bats. Now, every pitcher is good, bad, or just downright stupid. But I mean, look, DeGrom is a hard guy to really make work because it's really tough because you're like I said, you have a guy that has a 100+ mile an hour fastball in his back pocket. You have a guy also with down to 0-2, and he'll pop it like a 93, 94 mile an hour slider at you with an 82 mile an hour curveball. It's just like how you cannot. That's unfair. That's really unfair for a guy like DeGrom to have that kind of arsenal. Hell, if you just stuck with 3 pitches, he'll still beat a lot of teams. I'm sorry. I mean, hell, even 2, like a fastball slider combination. I'm sorry. That's an easy beating. That should be a tough sequence to really look out from. All right.
The analysis as well, and we'll hear from Rob Thompson. And certainly all
send it to those guys in the closet.
Phillies, there they are in the lunar module.
I was trying to get the light on a little bit more.
Yeah, knowing how we are with Nola. When he pitches great, we completely shit the bed behind him, offensively, anyways. But defense has been pretty good to get behind Nola. Don't get me wrong. So 6 innings for Syndergaard, 6 hits, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks on 63 pitches. Hey, not a bad night for Syndergaard, I can say that much.
63 pitches for Syndergaard as he begins the 7th. And Aquino will lead it off. He is 0 for 2. 6 strikeouts for Syndergaard.
And that's swung and miss for strike 1 at 9. Now the ball is strike to Aristides Aquino. He is 0 for 2 with the lineup and a strikeout. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be floated into left for a base hit. Yeah, so Aquino will put the brakes on it first. So leadoff single. So 1 for 3 goes Aquino. But shout out to the 10 though that's here in the stream though. I really appreciate the 10 total viewers. Now we got Barrero, and he's 0 for 2 as well. So he had a great double to get a double play here. Yeah, Suarez, a lot of people really sometimes don't give him the love sometimes he deserves, for a guy that's been mostly a reliever for most of his career in our organization. And that's top of the ground to short. Easy 6-4-3 double play. Well, there's another double play I asked for. Easy 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. But yeah, Suarez actually, I will say to this too, as good as DeGrom, or not DeGrom, but Scherzer, Jesus Christ. Because it's hard to miss the fact that the Mets have the top 2, let's be real, the top 2 duo in the starting pitching staff you could ask for. So now we got the number 9 hitter, Paparescu. And Syndergaard's been really, and this is where, and a lot of times I've been not very nitpicky on some major league pitchers, is pitch efficiency. And the first pitch is fouled off at 90 miles an hour on a changeup. Good Lord. But yeah, Suarez has really, even though last year has one of his better years, even though he did take a step back this year, dealt with some injuries, that's for sure, but still pitched great. But the thing is and I've been always been nitpicky on him, on Suarez as well, is, like I said, pitch efficiency, limiting your pitch count per inning. But like Syndergaard tonight was between not even 10 to 15 pitches, and so far through 6 innings of work. But now the count's no balls and 2 strikes on Michael Paparescu with 2 outs here. Had a good looking double play and the pitch. That's fouled off at 87 on the slider. That's the 0-2 pitch. And here it comes. That's chopped on the ground at first. Hoskins has it. Underhand flips it to Syndergaard recovery. And easy 1-2-3 inning goes Noah Syndergaard. So far, 7 innings in the book for Noah Syndergaard. Still holding a two-run lead. So at the top of the 8th we go for the Phils. So 4 runs on 11 hits compared to 2 runs, 7 hits for the Reds. Shout out to the 10 people that's watching the stream right now, where you coming from YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, or if you follow me on Twitter. I'm also broadcasting over on Twitter as well. But I greatly appreciate it, though. Syndergaard, let me check. That's a good question. Probably not. Well, not even lower than 70 pitches. But that inning alone just really had a really good pitch efficiency. So Detroit beating up on Cleveland. So Syndergaard right now has 71 total pitches thrown through 7 innings of work. Honestly, let him go for 8. I say stretch him up to 8. That's what I would do. If he's pitching this well, I'll give him that opportunity.
Phillies are on top. Again, it's only a 2-run game. Head on here as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Noah Syndergaard has done his job, or done his part. Now, he's not done. I don't think there's any reason to take him out of the game. Today, 4 innings tonight where he's thrown single-digit pitches. And Veerling leads it off.
And the first pitch against Veerling is in there. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. So Syndergaard, tonight marks his 5th start this season with 7 or more innings under his belt. And Veerling pops up to shallow right. And looks like Reynolds will make the catch for out number 1. And we had Bryson Stott now coming up.
Sounds like David Robertson is starting to warm up a little bit. Maybe 7 is in for Syndergaard.
Which broadcast crew are we talking about here? The Thunder feed it. See, I don't remember seeing that. That was ridiculous. Was that during the summer league? Oh yeah, we did activate Sam Coonrod off the injured list. And that's to first. Waddle has it, underhand flips to Sessa for out number 2. That's ridiculous. If it's the radio early in the season, I don't remember because I remember I didn't do that game because I feel like the summer league just really wasn't really. I don't feel like really doing that. So basically, looks like Syndergaard's going to go 8. It looks like Syndergaard might go 8 innings. And I will just let the man finish. Pause. But I mean, the fact that how well Syndergaard has pitched, let the man complete. Let's get the man a complete game, for crying out loud. Oh shit! I forgot. I don't remember that. That's it. Misses 2-0 to Rhys Hoskins. But shout out to the 12 that's in here, though. That's ridiculous. But then again, Arco, take it from me. It can't be worse than listening to the Toronto Blue Jay or Toronto Raptors broadcast really poking fun at Joel Embiid. So think about this too. Like, you made some more comments, and Akil will make the catch for out number 3. So easy 1-2-3 inning, and here comes Syndergaard back for the top, for the bottom of the 7th. But overall, like I said, even with the Toronto Blue Raptors, I still cannot. Their broadcast crew is absolutely abysmal. Because I mean, you had the entire like NBA community, like, well, most of the Sixers community in general, really come after a few of the broadcast crew, and some on Twitter one day or one night when I was scrolling through Twitter, just really third game of the year, that makes sense. Okay, but looking at it, it's just like, that's ridiculous, because I like what Josh Giddey brings to the table as a player. Yeah, Syndergaard has pitched pretty well tonight. I mean, right now he's already going to the bottom of the 7th with 71 total pitches thrown. Even though we might think about we might let him go 8 and just have David Robertson close out the 9th. Well, shout out to the 13, though. I greatly appreciate everybody coming through, though. Really do. That really means a lot. Oh, rap. Let's check the monetization tab. So shout out to the 9, still sticking with me. We're not that far off from the 4,000 hour watch hour mark. I greatly appreciate it for those who are just sticking with me. All right. Off the bench. Oh, jeez, forgot about Howard on May 14th, 2006. And pretty much Howard was the Reds killer back in the day. Oh God, yeah, he did. And we couldn't score any runs for him. That was the only issue. But it counts no balls and a strike to Jake Fraley. I was saying bottom 8. Whoops, my bad. And the 0-1 pitch. That's pop fouled. No balls and 2 strikes from Syndergaard. Counts no balls and 2 strikes. And Syndergaard kicks and deals. Ooh, 95 mile an hour fastball up in the zone. I like it. At least right idea. At least try to miss out of the zone rather than in. Counts out 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fraley. Now this is where I would go with a changeup and or slider. And did he go? Just misses. It is decent, but I feel like we could do a lot better in terms of what we have. But I mean, still, even when we did, and this is the thing too. Like, even when we took Knebel out of the closing role, our bullpen has been better without him closing games, because we have Dominguez pretty much closing games for us. That skips to there 3-2. Come on, don't lose him here. Come on, Thorey. You're already up 0-2, and you can't lose him here. Yeah, trust me. And the 3-2 pitch. Barreling back to the track, and that is gone. That's the 4th home run from Fraley. God damn it. Just made that one mistake.
Again, it's only 77 pitches. But That's going to be it for the right-hander. 7+ for Syndergaard. 3 runs, all 3 earned.
And we got a pitching change here, so it looks like we're going to go with Robertson. So, like I said, not a bad outing from Syndergaard, just that one mistake pretty much costed him. So, to the bullpen we go with David. So David Robertson is now coming in for Noah Syndergaard. All right. And it's most likely we're going to go with Sir Anthony in the 9th. All right. So seven innings, eight hits, 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks from Syndergaard. That was unfortunate. That's just the one mistake. But I mean, look, still it was a good start from Syndergaard. And now we got, and that first pitch is in there. Cole strike 1 to Donovan Solano, the number 2 hitter. So Solano is also 1 for 3 tonight. Now, and the 0-1 pitch that's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes from David Robertson. Shout out to the 6 still sticking with me, though. I greatly appreciate everybody coming in. Really do. And the 0-2 pitch. In there, call strike 3. Down goes Solano. Looking at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. I mean, that's what happens when you keep Robertson rested. And the first pitch is in there at 93 for strike 1 to Kyle Farmer. That would definitely make sense. Well, we got to think too. It's a 4-game set because you guys got to think too, because we got a doubleheader on I think Saturday. I think. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. And the 0-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 1.
I think they look good. You got the bell. I think they look good on his calf. Yeah. Matches the Liberty Bell.
So Farmer's already 2 for 3 tonight. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Did he go? No, it's Kyle Farmer holds his swing. Now it's full count on Farmer. So it looks like we got Hunter Strickland and the other Farmer warm up in the pen so we got double barrel action for the Reds in the bullpen. And the 3-2 pitch. That's off the hands to left, and that's going to be another. That's going to drop down for a base hit. And so that's going to be a 1-out single for Kyle Farmer. God damn it. Now we got Joey Votto. Now he's coming up to face Robertson.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't try and get there, get this in the scoring position. If you look at it, you got a right-handed left fielder, so he's going away from you. All his momentum's going towards that corner. It's going to be really hard for him to gather himself and fire a dime at second base.
And Votto's already 0 for 3 tonight.
Votto is 0 for 3. He has seen 3 pitches today.
And the first pitch. Chopped on the ground. A 4-6-3 double play. And the end to the 8th inning comes to a close. To the top of the 9th we go with the Phillies still holding a 1-run lead. Gotta keep adding on. So top 9th we go for the Phils over the Reds. Yeah, Votto it hasn't been the same because you got to think too. Like when some of these players age, some of them really do not like to be like themselves. Right now, Tom McCarthy said he's 0 for 4 on 4 pitches. So basically, he was swinging at the first before that pitch was swung at the first pitch 3 times, and it's 0 for 3. And it's just like Votto has really not been the same this past. Not even towards a year, almost towards a year. I mean, he had a good year last year, but it just has not been the same. It depends on the year though, because Votto has had up and down years throughout his career. But then again, playing on the team that's been a below average team like the Reds, who let's be real, been very cheap, just let some of their decent guys go. In terms of just what they want to try to do, it's been tough. All right, so for the total turning points, and Sosa pretty much is probably the biggest bright spot for the Phils offensively. Yeah, that is also true as well. I mean, like I said, I think Votto should have been another guy that, let's be real, as bad as the Reds are, should have gotten rid of him. I'm sorry, because I think Votto is a good player. I think he... Yeah, the Brewers is it's an interesting case in the NL Central. It's a very interesting case. And not a big crowd tonight for the Reds.
All right, so Alec Bohm leads off the 9th.
So we got Bohm now. We got Bohm, Ronito, and Castellanos taking on Hunter Strickland. Another guy that I think the Phillies should need to take a top on the ground. Farmer would make the easy play to the first for out number 1.
Sure was.
So Strickland has one away. 48th game for Strickland, who was closing for a little bit for the Reds.
So 48th game for Strickland, 3-3 record, 7 of 11 in save opportunities. So now you got JT now coming up. He is 1 for 3. And the first pitch. That's at the inside corner at the knee. Strike 1 at 95.
Phillies have not homered again tonight. Tonight would mark the 6th straight game without a home run. It's their longest stretch since 2015. JT and Gene Segura were the last 2 to homer.
And the 0-1 pitch misses that low at 95. Even to count 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Real Muto.
If you were to tell me at the beginning of the year that would be the case, I'd say you're full of it. Yeah.
Cast out a ball on the strike. And here comes a 1-1 pitch from Strickland. And there they go. And JT went around apparently.
That's bad. You can see that from up here. That's terrible. My goodness. Can't miss those.
Yeah. And the 1-2 pitch. And JT to deep left center. See you off the top of the wall, you bastard. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Strickland's the other good player that they got other than Votto, but shit. God damn. How do you... Jeez. God, you hate the game of inches in the game of baseball. That's the 17th double of the year for JT. We got Nick Castellanos now with JT on second and the first pitch. And of course, he swings and misses. Of course, you gotta. When are people going to realize it's not leaving pitches in the dirt? It's not helping you. It hurts the team. It's hurting you and hurts the team in certain situations. And the 0-1 pitch. Jesus Christ, again. That's twice that he's swinging a slider in the fucking dirt.
What's this reaction here by Piersky?
Damn.
He thought he got it.
I'll be live Thursday, but tomorrow I got to work, unfortunately. But I appreciate it too. Appreciate it, Ruben. I really do appreciate you coming in through. And the 0-2 pitch. And Strickland kicks and deals. That misses. I'm surprised he didn't swing at that one. Jesus Christ. Counts a ball and 2 strikes on. Hey, appreciate it, man. I'll see you Thursday. And the 1-2 pitch. That's that low, 2-2.
This one-run game. Looks like Robertson's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. Those 2 jerseys kind of obsolete right now. One's in Seattle, the other one is the Phillies.
That was a very potent offense last year. Where they were swinging the bats.
And that's shot foul. Still 2 more. Absolutely, Jorge. Greatly appreciate it. You coming through the Facebook Live. I greatly appreciate that. Count still 2-2 on Castellanos.
Find a way to get it done here.
And the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled off at 94. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. We got Gibson going for us tomorrow. Don't know who the hell that is.
Sounds like one of those things they stick up on one of those old Batman and Robin things. So now.
Of course, you had. And the 2-2 pitch. And JT takes third base without a throw. And Nick Castellanos got lucky that was not strike 3. Shout out to the 12 that is in here, though. I greatly appreciate it. For those who are coming Facebook Live, I greatly appreciate you guys are coming through Facebook as well. It counts out full on Nick Castellanos. Second. And Castellanos strikes out. God damn it! Just bench his ass. I'm sorry, Nick Castellanos fucking just. Dude, you gotta just move up on the plate, and if you're gonna touch that. I'm sorry, but Nick Castellanos, man, you've been really below average for this team.
Field sets back now.
JT's got to be looking for that slider in the dirt here, too. I'll take this run any way we can get it. Phil's now 4 for 14 with runners in scoring position.
And the first pitch to Segura. That's it at the knees at 94 for strike 1.
More than half of the Phillies lineup has had 5 at-bats. There's only 4 runs on the They've left 10.
And the 0-1 pitch. And misses down low 1-1 to Gene Segura.
Nick has had a RBI tonight. He also left him loaded in the 6th inning. He left 2 out of the first.
Counts a ball and a strike. Well, at least the Thunder looks really good. I mean, when it comes to the future that they have, I like their players. That's a good pitch at 95 in the inner half. That is tough. That is tough to really look for. You get a slider outside for ball 1. Hey, trust me, we embrace the hate over here in Philadelphia sports. You know, there's the Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Union. I haven't heard any hate on the Union, but that might change very soon. But now, shout out to the 15 that is in here, though. I really appreciate that. And the 1-2 pitch. That misses up high. Even to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Strickland kicks and deals. And Segura holds up as 3-2. Yeah, makes sense, especially from coming out of Oklahoma City, which a lot of people are. That's crazy, coming from being Seattle to Seattle Supersonics. That's crazy. Counts now full on Gene Segura with 2 outs, runner on third. And we got time called here before the 3-2 pitch has been thrown. Shout out to the 15. I greatly appreciate for those who are just sticking around or coming in. Greatly appreciate that. So now it's a full count on Segura. And here comes the pitch. And Segura fouls off. Still lives to see another pitch. Still, it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Gene Segura. Come on, don't do this to me now. Stop with the buffering, god damn it. God. Great. Shout out to the 15. I greatly appreciate everybody coming in.
In the outfield and center field, Almore is shaded over toward right center. Good size gap in left center for Gene.
And we got a 3-2 pitch. And Strickland kicks and deals. Strike 3 called, and that gets him buckling. God damn with this fucking team, man. Y'all gotta fucking wake up and stop sleeping with runners in scoring position. That fucking hurts. We left 11 men on base. Think about that. A team has not hit a homer in 6 straight games, and you decide to leave 11 guys in scoring position. That's really ridiculous. Unreal. Now, if on the Phillies going into our next off day, get to work, because this shit needs to be worked on. Yeah. Sometimes the Phillies, it's like a roller coaster of emotions with this Phillies team. Like, you think you had this team have one year where actually finally figured out with runners in scoring position, but for some odd reason against teams like the Mets can't score a goddamn run except for game 1. Now against the Reds, somehow leaving 11 guys on and scoring on base, which has always been our biggest issue the last the 2 to 3 years. We have a hard time scoring runs. So bottom ninth we go. Phillies still holding to a one run lead. God, I don't like this at all. Yeah, on a hanging slider. What the fuck are you looking at? I also got Dominguez coming in to face the face. So how do you spell his name? D. Okay. D-E-Z. We got Seranthony Dominguez now coming in to face the bottom of the ninth. And the 1-0 pitch swing. Oh, good Lord, that is disgusting. At 92. Oh, I thought the 94 mile an hour slider was bad. Man, 92 is even. Well, I know 92 is 2 mile an hour difference between. Oh, that is disgusting. And that misses down low at 100, 2-1. Well, that's in case of Seranthony Dominguez. Holy crap. That's in there. Strike two. Damn. Not just that, too. If you had a fucking 100 mile an hour at the knees, that's. How do you hit that? That's unfair. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Albert Almora Jr. So that's the first strikeout. Oh, really? They really talked about that? So what did John Downs and Chris Young say? Like, I'm very interested to know what was said. Because I'm very interested. Right, so Matt Reynolds, the batter. Reynolds is 1 for 3. He has singled and scored. Oh shit! Oh, that's okay. That makes okay. I can see why. So no balls to the strike. To Matt Reynolds. And the 0-1 pitch. That's chopped on the ground to the third. So it's a nice hot out number 2. That's 2 quick outs for Seranthony Dominguez. I know we've said this before, but you kind of get the feeling that you used to get when Pedro Phillies was the third base. Oh God. God, I forgot. Man, Pedro Phillies, in my honest opinion, when he played with the Phillies, just was good, but he wasn't great in terms of the kind of talent that he was. But he was still somewhat productive during his time with the Phillies. So now we got Aristides Aquino. And that's chopped on the ground to short to Stott. And out number 3, the Phillies hang on to win 4-3 over the Cincinnati Reds. So that's going to do it. So what a game. Not an easy one for a team as bad as the Reds. But looking at it now, since the Phillies now are back into the win column. But overall, like I said, the Phillies hang on. After a good outing by Noah Syndergaard, giving up 3 runs, while striking out 6, and the fact that the bullpen did its job, despite the fact that, like I said, I mean, even though Syndergaard made that one mistake, I think overall, he really pitched well after the fact. But other than that, the Phillies were, like I said, back in the win column. They got to take care of the series before they get to their off day. And like I said, even I said this too, and I'll say this too, and I'll say it again. I think Thompson and his coaching staff before game time needs to get this team working, especially hitting with runners on base, because tonight has been horrible with runners in scoring position. But that's just kind of my nitpick on it. But like I said, the Phillies win 4-3. off the arms of Robertson, Syndergaard, and and Serenity Dominguez pretty much shut the door. And yeah, so that's what we got. But with that out of the way, so the Phillies do win it by the final score 4-3 over the Reds. Hopefully these Gibson can have a good outing tomorrow. I will not be doing that game, but Thursday, for those who are Mets or Mets or Braves fans, I got you guys covered. For when DeGrom starts against the Braves. But other than that, I don't know what else I have planned up. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Make sure you leave a like on it. Hit that subscribe when you guys are new. Definitely share it out. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on. But with that being said, this is Robert from the Philly Sports Talk Podcast. I'll see you guys later on Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.